strange sightings, UFOs, aliens. Are we being watched by an intelligent species? Is there, in fact, more to what meets the eye? Hi, I'm Patrick McConaughey. In this documentary, we will look into the possibilities of proof of alien life in this episode of The Unexplained. Bill Buckman, just an ordinary farmer from North Carolina, but with a story that is not so ordinary. Bill Buckman was a witness to a UFO in June of 2009. He wasn't the only one, though. There was also 42 other witnesses who claimed they saw the same exact UFO.
One night when I was sitting on the couch and I was eating my TV dinner from my bratwurst, and my wife goes, "Hey, Bill, there's something outside," and she getting all hysterical, dancing around, and I'm like, "Woman, you probably are seeing a gopher or an airplane." She's like, "No, there's something floating outside." So I'm like, okay. I go over to the window and I look out and I noticed it was like hovering around the trees, and it kind of like we're moving a little bit, and I try to get my bearings, so it just so happened that my camera be by the door. My wife keeps yelling, "Yeah, Bill, what you doing? What you going outside for?" And I mean, you don't want to get beamed up or something like, wow. And I'm like, what? It doesn't look like it's hurting us, other than blowing my corn all over the place. So I go take the gander, look about outside, and I was really dumbfounded and swizzled when I found out that this thing had it looked really unique.
And we saw this thing, I never had this before.
It was definitely something to, yeah, that's about it. The sound was very unique because it had like a mirror-like glow to it, and I'm like, what the hell could that even be? And my wife is just yelling at me to come back in. "Please, Bill, you got to come back inside. That don't let it." And I told her that people have a right to know that these people have a right to extraterrestrial. The sound was like a whoosh, I mean, it really didn't have a sound, very faint. Yeah, it was a whoosh, and it goes past the garage really fast. I mean, it went woo, and I'm like, whoa, trying to keep up with the camera. I guess if I had to say the size of this object, it would be about 2 football fields. And I mean, I wasn't really scared, like I said before, because it didn't look like it was trying to hurt us. It just hovered around the trees a little bit, and then it turned around and went on back. I would have to say about south, going opposite direction. I don't care what anybody say. They call me crazy, but I know what I saw and my wife saw, and we have the evidence and the proof that we need for the people to know and the truth, and our testimonies, which tells clearly to state the mind that we're not alone.
Next, we talked to a former Area 51 worker. He agreed to an interview only under certain conditions. His face and name was blocked to conceal his identity. He claims he has the best proof ever that aliens exist.
Yes, I used to work at Area 51. I prefer my identity to be blocked for the safety and well-being of my family. I've worked on many different classified projects like Project X. I cannot tell you exactly what I did at Area 51 because that is classified and you're out of bounds. All I can say is that you will learn about extraterrestrials in time. I've worked on aircrafts that were not man-made. This particular craft I worked on was very aerodynamic and cylindrical in shape. I also took classified photos and footage from Area 51. I have a particular video that I would like to show you that was taken in New Mexico about 50 years ago. I think people should see this video and learn their existence of aliens and know that they're actually out there. And for people who think I have profited from this, it is definitely in the negative area. Now you can clearly tell in this video that the alien is in distress and he needs medical aid. Now, we didn't know too much about the chemistry of the alien at the time, but what we did know was they're very sensitive to light and they speak telepathically. In a couple seconds, you're about to see a physician who's going to rush to the aid of this alien. Now, he's going to be wearing a biochemical suit, just for his protection, because we still do not know much about this alien species. There are two ways to handle an alien. There's the right way, and there's the wrong way. We did it the right way. It pains me to watch this video. I get just very emotional every time I watch this video. Right at this point in time, the alien was having trouble breathing, so one of our physicians rushed in right away and tried to give him some oxygen so he can breathe. Now, I know in the video it appears that the physician is shining light directly in the alien's eyes, but actually that is false. That is a falsity because in this video it appears to be like that from the camera angle, but actually the physician was being very careful not to shine the light in the subject's eyes. The physician was being very careful with the alien so he doesn't hurt him in any way. Wanted to try to help this alien. We had a lot of trouble because we just didn't know enough about the species to give him the proper aid he needed. I'm sorry, this interview is over. Alright, I'm done.
I'm Patrick McConaughey, saying, so long till next time, and remember, Wherever you go, you're being watched.